Hi friends, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. My name's Jonathan. I make luxury videos, unboxings, and reviews. And today we are going through everything that I purchased from Louis Vuitton in Q2 of 2026. So let's get into it. Before I get started with today's video, I would really appreciate it if you can hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help my channel grow. I make videos every other day pretty much about Louis Vuitton, so if you like that kind of content or simply want to see more of me, then definitely hit that like and subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. So as promised, friends, I have been super good in Q2 2026, and I have not spent nearly as much as I did in Q1 of 2026, and I've only purchased 6 items. I know 6 items is still quite a lot, but it is a lot lower than the amount of items that I purchased in Q1 of 2026. And if you haven't checked out that video, I will definitely leave it linked down below. So if you wanted to go see what I spent there, and trust me, it was a pretty penny, then go ahead and check that one out after this one. But as promised, Q2 was a much cheaper quarter for me in terms of spending, and I only picked up 6 items, one of which was a beauty refill. So if you're not new to my channel, you're gonna know that I purchased lip balm refills because I absolutely love the one that I have from Louis Vuitton. So I purchased refills just to keep it on the deck, just so that way if I ever do run out, I have one ready to go. And so that one was about $80 after Canadian sales tax. And if you did watch my Q1 video, Q2 is when my birthday is. However, I have not pulled the trigger on my birthday purchase yet, so it is not going to be included in this Q2 spend. So without further ado, let me show you the rest of the items that I purchased. So within Q2 of 2026, and the majority of things that I did purchase were SLGs or small leather goods, and this one was one of them. And if you watch the unboxing video of this, you're going to know what it is, and that is my new reversible belt in the monogram Midnight Canvas. And so the reason why I went ahead and picked this guy up was because I have used my Damier Graphite belt for a really long time, and it has seen better days. So I am officially retiring that piece, and I'm starting to use this one. I absolutely love belts. I use them constantly for work, and I specifically gravitate towards black belts specifically just because I wear a lot of black pants. And I do have a Damier Bean belt. However, I don't tend to wear that one as much because, as I mentioned, I do tend to wear a lot of black belts. So I was perfectly happy when I added this one into my collection because this one also is reversible. So I can show the monogram Midnight Canvas on the one side, or if I so choose to, I can reverse it and it'll just be a plain black belt. And I do believe I paid around $800 for this. So I thought it was pretty good considering that it is a 2-for-1. And so this is the first item that I picked up. And the last 4 items that I picked up in Q2 of 2026 are going to come to no surprise to anybody, or at least shouldn't, unless you're new to my channel, then welcome. It is going to be pocket organizers, and so I was fortunate enough to pick up 4 more for the collection in Q2. And so I first picked up the Ice Cube one in this grenade red color. This one is absolutely gorgeous and does come in 2 other colorways. If you're not a fan of the red one, you can get it in blue as well as a cotton candy pink. My friend Mandy does have the cotton candy pink one. I will leave her channel down below as well as her video if you wanted to go and check out that unboxing. But I was so happy to add this one into my collection. It does have a special stamp on the inside as well. So super happy to have the Ice Cubes pocket organizer. And then I added my first ever perforated Louis Vuitton pocket organizer, and it is in this color yellow. You can get this also in a blue color as well. However, I opted for the yellow just because I liked how it looked against the canvas compared to the blue one. just to each their own. And this one did retail for about 800 Canadian dollars. If I'm not mistaken, it was slightly more expensive than these three, considering that there is less material on this one and there are holes. You would think that it would be cheaper, but I think the difference in pricing has to do with the fact there is a suede material on the inside. So it does make this pocket organizer feel a little bit more softer compared to these ones. However, I'm not sure if that is the overall factor. However, I am super grateful that I added this one into my collection. Louis Vuitton has been bringing back so many retro collections from back in the day. And obviously, back in the day, I could not afford Louis Vuitton. So happy that it is coming full circle. And now I'm able to add these pieces into my collection without paying crazy reseller pricing. And then the last two items that I picked up are also pocket organizers, and they are in this sports themed canvas. Absolutely love what Louis Vuitton is doing with a lot of these miniature sports on these organizers. So I have a total of 8 of them now, and there are more coming. There's a baseball one coming. There's like a sky one that has like these really cool colors. And I won't be surprised if Louis Vuitton continues to put out these sports collections because they are doing very well. And so I obviously had to pick up these two. The first one being the catamaran pocket organizer, and then the last one being the soccer one. So if you're not new to my channel, I am from Canada, more specifically Toronto. And so we are hosting some FIFA games here this year for the very first time. So when I saw this pocket organizer, I absolutely needed to pull the trigger and grab it just because I thought it would be one of those ones that sell out quickly. Have not asked my client advisor what the stock level is like for this one, but I can only imagine how quickly these are selling, considering there is a lot of FIFA fans every time that I walk around the city, especially during game days. It is like so difficult to get around. So I was absolutely floored when Louis Vuitton came out with this one. And as I mentioned in the unboxing video, I'm hoping that Louis Vuitton has a FIFA stamp because I would love to get this one stamped with a special stamping to signify that we have hosted the World Cup. If there isn't anything, I might just go ahead and get the Toronto skyline stamp put on here just so that way I can have that in my own memory. But I'm hoping that Louis Vuitton comes out with a stamp. I have yet to visit Yorkdale since the games have started, so I haven't been able to ask. But I will be going to Yorkdale hopefully within the next week or so. It is my birthday within, I want to say, a week of you guys seeing this video. So I'm hoping to do some shopping and doing a little bit of celebrating for myself for my birthday this year. And so that is everything that I've purchased in Q2. Pretty tamed compared to the Q1 2026 video, but I am not upset about it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed today's video. I will put my total spend for what I spent in Q2 at Louis Vuitton down below, so that way you can see how much it was. And so I will also be putting up a community post because I've narrowed my birthday bag down to a couple options. And I really, really, really need all of your guys' help to decide because honestly, at this point, I have no idea. And unfortunately, we cannot get all of them. We can only get one. So I would really appreciate it if you can help me out with that. So look out for that community post and it will be up within the next week or so because I want to purchase it for my birthday. So with that being said, if you like this kind of content or simply want to see more of me, then definitely hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.